just frozen. Oh. Okay, now it's recording.
I need to get, like, a headset with, like, a microphone so that it always stays, like, at a certain distance no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because when we do these, I mean, I'm doing all sorts of stuff. I'm either cooking, eating, or going to the bathroom, or having a cigarette, or... So the phone's always moving.
Yeah.
But if I had, like, a headset with the microphone right there...
I hate, it's so uncomfortable how quiet it is in here when I turn off everything that makes white noise.
Yeah.
I'm like, ew, I fucking hate that. And then you get to the point where, like, you're just used to, like your living situation will change, and then you get used to, like, no white noise. And then you turn on white noise, and you're like, wow, that's really loud and uncomfortable. And then you get used to that again. It just keeps going back and forth.
You know what I hate is when you're, like, you have white noise going, and you're, like, okay, I'll be outside on the phone or something, having a cigarette, and then there's all this noise, like, from all these cars, or... I'm trying to think of a good example. And then when the noise stops, everything's so deafeningly... Yeah, deafeningly quiet that it's like, oh my God, the whole neighborhood probably just heard what I was saying or something. Or that only works if it's a source of noise right by you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll be in a room. Say I'm in a room with a fan on, and I'm talking all loud, right? And then when I turn the fan off, because anyone outside the room is going to hear you talking over the fan, but you just hear the fan's right in your ear. So to you, it sounds all loud, so you're talking louder, but then someone outside of the room is going to hear you talking loud. They're not going to hear the fan like you do.
Yeah.
And so you realize that you're talking all loud, and when you turn the fan off, it's like, holy shit, I was talking that loud, and it's so quiet, like everyone outside this room heard everything I said.
I fucking hate
you know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah, I hate that. I fucking hate that.
It's so loud.
Yeah,
Like,
including you.
Huh?
You were just loud too.
Oh.
Were you closer?
Yeah, I'm like holding the phone and I'm trying to keep it at a certain distance. But...
Yeah, I'm just like changing the volume as I go. That's what I was doing in the last one.
Right. Yeah, I think it sounded pretty good, you know? Like, the last one, I could hear everything pretty much.
Yeah. 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 Wait, how is it? Girl, the one bitch who does the impressions of the Kardashians on TikTok.
Oh, it's so funny.
Her, yeah. I used to do it so well, I can't do it right now. Wait, she's like, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot how she did it. It was so funny.
Didn't she do it in a weird voice, like, yeah?
No.
Or something like that?
No, shut up. Oh my God.
You do your Get Out thing.
Oh. Did we do that in the last one?
No.
No, I can't. No, that's stupid. I can't do that now. That's
like,
stupid.
I think we did it on the phone before we started recording or something. But yeah, in the podcast.
Yeah, I need to go in and watch that on the Snuzzi channel. But what I did to see objectively how my name is supposed to be pronounced, I copied it and pasted it into my notes and like, or maybe it was the search bar or something, and I just like highlighted it, and then I like or I could have done it anyway. I did it in a stupid way, but I highlighted it and like clicked the speak option to see what she says, and she says Snuzzi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm like, and that's what I originally wanted it to be called, is Snuzzi. But Snuzzi is cute, so I'm not sure.
I like Snuzzi.
Okay. I think, yeah. I like how the N and the U look together. The N, U, and then the Z, and then the I, and then the S. I like how it looks.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking, like, you know how where you live, you have cars going by all the time. Right now, I'm in the bathroom and, like, the window's open and all you hear is cars going by. I hate it. I hate being on busy streets.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I love being on busy streets.
Earlier we were talking about this one thing, so I figure I'll bring it up like for the podcast because it was kind of interesting, which is that whole phenomenon of like where you can't appreciate things for very long, like the novelty of everything wears off so quickly. It's like when you get something new and you just love it so much and you have that feeling, you know, and then it just like fades away. So that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, like, girl, you can never fucking... Oh my god. What is it called? It's because we're creatures who are supposed to just adapt so quickly. Like, or humans are extremely adaptable. So then, like, we get used to shit so quickly, including, like, oh, so let's say you bought your dream home, okay? And then you live there for, like, the first year, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good, like, blah, blah. Or maybe even the first, like, few months. And then after that, it just wears off, and now it's normal. And then you, like... And now it's just, like, your house, and you're like, whatever. And, like... with every fucking... Your brand new phone or whatever the fuck. Or, like, you've been exercising or whatever and dieting, and your body is so great. And then you just get used to it. And it's like, there's nothing... Nothing brings fulfillment. Like, it just wears off.
Right.
So you're always searching for it.
It's like we were designed that way so that we can constantly be productive and trying to strive for better. And, you know, it's almost like we were designed to be, like, just work robots or something, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, also, so it brought up, we were talking about, like, so that's why celebrities, you know, like you said, celebrities, like, you know, they're not that happy because
sometimes
like,
unalive
they
themselves.
have everything. There's, like, nothing to work for anymore. Like, you have everything you want. You have your fame. You can buy anything you want. So after a while, the novelty of that wears off, and it's like, what can make you happy after that? Like, how much for, you know, what else? There's nothing more to attain after that. You know what I mean?
And then for me, it starts making me think about what is the meaning of anything. Like, once you reach the goal, especially if, like, you're super young, and you reach, like, a goal like that super young, like, basically accomplish what a lot of people would accomplish in, like, a lifetime. You accomplished it in, like, your young years of your life already, and now you have the rest of your life to just, like, be like, well, now what? And then you think about, like, right. Well, then, where do I... What's the point of anything? And then you think about space, and then you think about the universe, and then you think about, like, reality, and then everything starts collapsing. But it's, like, fascinating and, like, cool at the same time.
Right. It's like we're in a constant state of, like, dissatisfaction or something. Like,
yeah.
You know?
I love it.
So you're never truly fulfilled or happy. Well, with material shit anyway. Like, I'm sure if you, like, fall in love... But, I mean, even that wears off, too. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, so it kind of sucks.
Everything,
and
girl.
Then, I was going to say something, now I forgot what it was. It was, you were talking about something, it reminded me of something.
That's awesome. And I'm so happy for you. What did I... Girl.
I hate that. Now I can't think of it.
You know what I hate? What I hate is when you have a napkin, and then you kind of, like, lightly use it, and then you put it aside, and then you forget what you used it for, and you're like, what do I do now? Like, do I still... do I still use it? Like... So now it's just gonna sit there, and I'm just gonna, like, think about it a little bit, and, like, throw it out later.
It's like, okay, I like, got my booger out earlier, and then I wrapped it up. You wrap it up, and then you leave it there, because you're like, I can use this other side of, like, the napkin. And then... And then you're like, wait, maybe there's a booger in there. I can't use it.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. If it has a booger on it, I'm throwing it out. But, like... if I used it for, like, maybe... Let's say, wiping my ass. I'd put it aside for, like, later, because I might need to use it for something else.
Right. You might have to pour your nose later or whatever.
Yeah. You know, wipe your mouth. Oh. Huh?
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's
fuck
why
off.
we were saying, like celebrities, and you know, they end up being like suicidal or whatever, or turn into drugs and alcohol, and that's why, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they have everything you want, and then they're like tired of it. They're like, okay, what next? You know.
Oh, fuck off, Tracy.
You can't use my real name on here.
No, the way that I said it in my head was so much funnier. Oh, fuck off, Tracy. Hey, stop. Hold on. Bitch. Oh. That fucking ugly ass cat. Always at the door. Scratching. Trying to get in. Shut up.
And I am frustrated.
For what reason?
Now, I don't know if I should talk about this on the podcast. But you gotta keep wiping and wiping.
No, wait,
forever.
we didn't hear the first part that you said.
I said, you know, when you take a dump, you gotta keep wiping and wiping forever. Come on. Am I in some fucked up simulation?
Yeah.
Like, go through a whole roll of toilet paper, man.
So, what are your thoughts on basically every scientist being like, oh, we're probably in a simulation? What do you think about that?
I kind of believe it.
No, I don't. We're not in a simulation. The Mandela effect, though, kind of proves that we are, though, in a little bit, in a way, though. But I hope it's like actually like that's actually like reality glitching, like actual reality glitching, and we're living in actual reality, and like that's how reality works. Like it can glitch like that. So I hope that's what it is.
When you think about it, like, okay, so simulation. So, well, what is reality anyway? It's like reality itself. I mean, who's to say it? You know, or it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. Basically, okay, because our brains, our eyes, and all that, our eyes pick up on, because there's really no colors or anything. It's the way that the light, the way our eyes pick up on the light that reflects off of things that gives it color.
Yeah.
So the things around us don't even have color. So it's basically our brains giving it the color. So when you think of it that way,
that's crazy.
I mean, that's almost just reality itself is like a form of a simulation because it's not even what you're looking at. It's not really what's there, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, you can reach it, you can touch it and look at it. It is what's there, but it's like, kind of, but when you think about it, like it goes down to like a molecular level, and then down to like the atoms, and then you're
like
made
I'm
of
saying,
that.
yeah,
And, whoa. And then
I'm
what?
saying, yeah, it's there, but like it doesn't look like how it looks.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to clarify. Kind of, but like, yeah, but that is crazy. Like that, it's literally just like your brain perceiving it as like this color, but like it's literally just like how the light is like that's just so weird, girl. Like what the fuck? It's just like the other colors are absorbed and then that one bounces off.
what weirds me out is what does everything look like? Because nothing has color in reality, only the way we perceive it. So would that be white? Would it be clear? Like, what the fuck does it really look like?
Yeah, that is weird. Well, like what would it look like from like if there was like a god who like doesn't have to like view it through like a physical like body, like they can just view it objectively. Like that's probably how you would see it, really, like really. But how would a god view something without eyes? Maybe that's what we're here for. I don't know. I love the idea that we're here to experience the universe, or the universe experiencing itself. That idea, like kind of like in a way, like warped into like kind of a different thing, is like my theory. Like that kind of like plays into my theory, but it isn't like the full theory. Like that's not the only reason. That's part of it, maybe. But like whatever. I don't know, girl. There was another thought I was thinking about that I forgot about. Like it was another like idea, like a rabbit hole that I wanted to get into, but I forgot about what it was. Damn it! But it was really interesting.
I just get blown away thinking about it because I never thought about this until me and Chris were talking about it. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Good, I need to go for a second too.
So, yeah, we were talking about the whole how things, color isn't even real. It's just how we see it, the way our eyes are and all that shit. And so, I don't know, it just freaks me out because it's like, okay, just imagine going outside of our brain. What does everything look like? Is it so that almost seems like you are in a simulation where it's like the computer is rendering everything around you, but the computer is our brain. You know what I mean? So our brains are rendering everything. So it's like, so everything around us.
That's so cool.
Basically, they say, I believe everything is just vibration. Okay, so when you touch it, yeah, it feels solid, but it's not. It's just vibrations or whatever. Because all the molecules together are vibrating at a certain rate, which gives it like its density or whatever. And it's like, it's almost like the molecules are like pixels, like on a screen. Only it's like in physical form, like in the physical world, right? So you got all this stuff around you, and it's just a bunch of molecules together that are vibrating. So it's not even actually a solid thing because none of the molecules are actually touching each other. Like, nothing's actually solid, but it feels solid to us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they even talk about how there's this thing that actually happens in reality where sometimes, like, you can go through things or something and go through something because of, at that moment, like, the vibration changed or something. And it was
like, it's, like, in the specific, it's in a specific, like, orientation to where you can, like, go through it in that specific moment.
Right. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, because they're always moving. So, that is crazy. I never thought about it like that. Like, I never thought that was, I never thought about the reason why, but that's the reason why. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah. So, like, reality itself just seems so not real. And then when you look around, all right, the way I picture it, it's like, okay, imagine it's like Star Trek where you go to the holodeck, and the holodeck, it just, like, renders everything around you, like, oh, put me in a forest, and all of a sudden it just renders this forest around you. I picture everything around us just, I don't know if it's white or black or what, because it has no color. But I just imagine, look at everything around you, and imagine it all looks just white. Everything's just white. And that's what it really looks like. Just colorless. Whatever colorless is, I guess it's white. I don't know.
But that's the thing, like, color is something, though. Like, color, it's, like, just our way of perceiving it, but it's, like, light. In it, because like color is like the reason why certain things have their color is because it absorbs everything else except for that color, and that color bounces off into your eyes, and so then what the fuck is that color? So it's just but maybe all that color, like, without something to perceive it, it's just light. So maybe it's just all just this bright whiteness, and maybe that's what it is when we die. That's what
I'm saying. My whole life I thought, okay, the objects have color because the way the light shines on them, so the objects have color because of the light, because of their molecules and all that. That's not even the case. Outside of our head, the objects don't have color. It's the way our eyes, because of the cones and the what is it? Cones
Rods.
and rods. The way the cones and rods perceive the way the light bounces off the object gives our brain the image of the color. The actual objects don't even have color. That's what I'm saying. Our brains only see
Well,
the color.
I know that. I know that's what you're saying.
Isn't that's just weird to me?
Yeah, so
It's like,
but you know I just thought what I just had had this thought of it's like maybe like cuz without our brains to perceive it, it's all just this bright white cuz that's what like light it's just this maybe it's all just this bright whiteness or some shit. And
right.
maybe, but then like some space. Maybe what? Okay, so if you were in space, like what would space be? Would it be bright and white? So anyway, but let me. I'm gonna finish this thought really quick. Is that like when you die, you know, they're like, oh, this bright whiteness. Maybe that's just your brain and shit like going away. Like you know, your conscious or your consciousness isn't perceiving reality through the lens of your body anymore. It's like perceiving it through objectively now. So that's why it turns bright and white. Maybe.
Huh. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's an interesting thought. But I mean, usually your eyes are closed during that time, though. So
Well, maybe
I don't think
you
I
don't
can do
need
that.
to you don't need to see through your eyes anymore. You know what I mean? Your soul is like seeing objectively now.
I'm trying
Without
to let my brain catch up to.
like your when you're dying, your soul isn't perceiving reality through the lens of your body anymore, like through your eyes anymore. It's starting to perceive it like objectively without like a body in the way anymore. So then it turns bright and white because that's
Well,
what
I
it
mean,
looks like
okay, oh,
objectively.
okay, like, so you're trying to say, like, if your soul actually left your body and the way it would perceive
Yeah,
what's
and then when
around
people
us.
come
Oh, okay,
back and they're like, "Oh, it's like a
right.
big bright white like thing that feels really good," and it's like me. That's
That's
just
fucking interesting. I never fucking thought of that.
so maybe that's it. Maybe that has something
Hmm,
to do with it.
that's
Yes.
really interesting. Because at first I was thinking, well, no, it's because you're, like, you have your eyes shut, and so it's your consciousness or whatever. But it's like if you're looking at it the way you're saying, or that's the way your soul sees everything. Like if we do have like a soul outside of the physical.
Yeah, and yeah, and so and that maybe that's why you need a fucking you kind of you need like you need a physical body to like you do need a physical body to interact with it actually. So
Yeah, it's almost like, okay, all right, say you're playing a virtual reality game, right? And I know everyone's already thought of this, but I feel like talking about it. So if you're playing some virtual reality game, it's like your body, is outside of the game, and then your avatar's inside the virtual reality game.
yeah,
So it's almost like our soul is what our body would be, but our soul's in our body, and the body is like part of the virtual reality game.
yeah,
And so, like, the body is the headset you put on to like see the 3D world or whatever
yeah,
in your game.
mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like our souls. Now, okay, here's a thought. If this is like some simulation, then maybe it's not like what we thought, like, oh, it's our soul and all this shit. No, maybe we're actually somewhere else, and this whole thing is a game. And then you put on the headset, and we are inside these bodies.
My
just
thing,
virtually.
my thing about like if it were a game is like who would want to play such a boring, depressing fucking game? Who would ever want to fucking play this game?
But and then like I have theories about it. It's like maybe it's part of training for something.
Maybe, yeah, or
Because maybe
but
the
then
reality that we're in is so different that okay, maybe this is just part of the experience, like a ride that you go on, like, oh, this is how Earth is. This is what life is like in this realm or whatever. And so you just go into the game and just see what it's like in this realm. But we're from a completely different realm where everything's totally different.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh my god.
no.
Yeah, because like you know how you'll play a game and it's like some weird fucking. This isn't what should I like like it's not what reality looks like Tetris, that's not reality, but like that's like the
Right.
game, like so maybe like our game is completely different from like what reality is. But then my thing with that is like why wouldn't this be reality? Why wouldn't this be reality? Like why would this be a game? Like just because there's like I don't know. I don't think like a game you could program a consciousness into a game, but maybe you could with the right technology. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the uh simulation theory, and I just like don't want to believe it, and so I just don't believe it. And also like just why wouldn't this be real? So I'm just gonna be like, this is real.
I just feel it's like in the Matrix, like you know, the whole story of the Matrix, right?
What do you mean? Like the whole like robots took over and like put humans in the pods to like use them for energy sources.
Right. And so their minds are going along this just mundane life or whatever.
Yeah.
Just going for the motion, for the whatever. And meanwhile, they're just being used as energy, which is, I mean, realistically, that's a stupid idea because,
you could get so much better energy from different sources.
Right, exactly. But, I mean, if that could be a metaphor for something, like maybe our bodies are being used for energy, but in a different way. Like, think about it. In life, a lot of negative shit happens. And you know how they have that theory that there's these beings that live off of our negative energy? And so that's why reality is so fucked up. Like, they'll create all these negative, like, problems in your life so that you give off that negative output and it gives them energy and they feed off of it. So we could be hooked up to machines living this life, and that's why they keep throwing all this shit at us.
Oh my
now your car
God.
broke down. Oh, now your house fucking is on fire. Oh, you lost your job. I mean, it's just always this bad shit. And so it's just a constant feeding of like negative energy for these beings to live off of,
Yeah, that's a crazy out there theory, but like, yeah, like that's,
Yeah.
but it's not impossible. Like, maybe it is possible. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
God isn't impossible. Maybe it is possible. You just can't comprehend it within the realm, within the confines of this section of existence. But like,
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the whole thing too about that whole thing. People are like, "Oh, well,
you can't prove it." Yeah, because it's impossible within the confines.
Well, no, okay. So here's people's thing. Like, okay. So if God made us, well, who made God? That whole thing. Well, it's like, okay, there's no way we can even perceive what's outside of here. Just like if you were inside a video game and you're programmed just to understand that reality inside that video game, there's no way you can understand anything outside the video game. So it's like this reality here. There's no way that we can perceive of anything outside of here if it's different than here. Just like you can't just think of a color that you've never seen,
Yeah, just like that. Like, it's just like that. Like, trying to think of a color that you've never seen. Like, that's like trying to think of another dimension.
Impossible.
Yeah, like.
And I'm sure there's colors we've never seen that's somewhere out there.
There are colors that we've never seen. There's colors. There's like spectrum, or there's like colors on the spectrum that animals can see that we can't see.
But yeah, I know what you mean, and like that should show you right there that it's very possible that there's things that we just cannot even fathom or understand. And when I try to explain this to Justin, like, he is so ignorant. He's like, no, I mean, we already thought of it. We thought of everything. Like, there's no way that there could be something outside of this. There's nothing more than this. We already know everything. Like, there's nothing more that we can't, that there is to know. We know. He just didn't understand the concept.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's what you don't understand. Like, you're confined in here with these rules and laws and all this shit and the knowledge that we have in here. There's no way you can even perceive of anything outside of here. And it could be completely different, but you can't even conceive of it. But he still wasn't getting it. He's like, no, like, I can think of this and that, blah, blah, blah. I can think of all possibilities. And it's like, whatever. People like that, you just can't even talk to.
Yeah, that's just, like, annoying. It's like, you can't, like, get into, like, a deep conversation with them because they're always, like, trying to, like, fight. It's like, why can't we, like, just have fun here and, like, play with our thoughts and without you, like, constantly shoving a wrench in my gears, cunt. You cunt, Stop.
Man, I got these, like, baby wipes, like,
Stop. Hey, stop. Come on. Wait, hold on. Stop. Hey, stop it. Wow. Hold on. I'm back.
See, he's minding yours. He's abusing his kids.
How fucking dare you? You fucking... You know what? You're a piece of shit. I hope you die.
I hope Milo didn't use any wire hangers.
That was so stupid. That was so fucking
Oh yeah, so anyway, I bought these cheap wipes at like the dollar store, and they smell like mothballs or something. I hate them.
Bro, what the fuck do mothballs smell like?
Like,
hey.
You know how old ladies smell? Like, okay, say you're in a store and you smell that weird smell. It smells like some old expired perfume or something. I can't even describe it. It's just this weird smell. And so it's supposed to have like this baby powder smell, and you can kind of smell an undertone of like a baby powder smell, but it's overwhelmed with like a mothball smell.
Mothballs.
And I've never actually smelled mothballs, but I always heard people talk about how old people smell, and then they said they smell like mothballs. So I'm like, okay, so I guess that's what mothballs smell like. So you got to take a moth, find his little balls. No.
What are mothballs for? They're supposed to like keep them away?
Yeah.
Do you like put them in the pockets of your clothes or something?
Well, no, you just put them in your closet and wherever you keep your clothes, because the moths will go and eat your clothes. So you put them in your linen closet or your regular clothes closet. But then your clothes end up smelling like mothballs.
That's so funny that they go and they're just like, oh, like clothes, I'm gonna eat this. Like, what the fuck? Like,
right?
Ooh, clothes, I'm gonna eat this. Like, yum.
How do they survive?
I love clothes.
Keep flying into light bulbs and shit.
Yeah. Like, wow.
Like, why do I love moths so much? There's something wrong with them.
Yeah, like, it's like, you know, those kids that, like, eat Tide Pods and shit like that. It's like, shut up, eat Tide Pods, and what's the other one? Oh, yeah, like, I think it was drinking tons of, Benadryl or something they were doing. It's like, the mods are like that.
Yeah, they're like the kids on the short bus. I shouldn't say that, I guess.
On the what the fuck? I've never heard that. Oh, like that the short, like, bus.
It's a special ed.
Yeah, that's so funny. No. You can't.
Yeah, so moths are the idiots of the insect world, I guess. Because all they do is fly into light bulbs over and over again and eat clothes.
Yeah, and eat fabric. They eat literally plastic. Like, you think they're looking for the cotton? And, like, they just get the polyester and shit?
Right. It's like everything in the world has some kind of purpose. Like, people hate flies, but flies clean up the dead bodies and the shit. So they're actually, like, they're cleaning everything up for us, you know what I mean?
But then they're, like, landing on it, and then they're landing on you, and then they're landing on, you know, and then they're spreading it, and they're...
Yeah, but it doesn't really hurt us, you know? They're annoying, but...
I'm like
even if they land on your food and lay, like, eggs in your food, because that's what they do, they'll land on something and immediately, like, lay eggs. It doesn't hurt you. Your stomach acids, like, kill it, so you're fine, you know?
Yeah, but, like... Are you, though? Sweetie?
If we didn't know anything about the microscopic world, we'd be, like, fine. It's all psychological. It's like, do you know how much crap, you know, we're actually eating that gets on our food or whatever? And if you knew about it, you would never eat.
No.
But you don't eat about it because it doesn't even hurt you. You know, most of it anyway. Some stuff does hurt you, but...
Yo, guys, I'm so sorry about her. She's so fucking embarrassing.
I was on the short bus.
No, shut up. You're ruining my laughter. What did I say again? I forgot what I said.
That I'm so fucking embarrassed. I apologize, guys. You're so embarrassing.
See, the thing is, I said that for no reason. Like, I didn't say that for any reason. I just decided to... That sounds She's so fucking embarrassing. The way I was saying it though. Okay, anyway. I was getting into like a character. Anyway. No, that was funny though. Okay, anyway. Anyway.
I have a story for you.
I don't fucking care, to be honest.
Okay, it's gonna sound stupid and weird, but you know how like I have my crush on Edward Norton, you know, and like
Edward fucking Horton. Here's a who? Wow.
Anyway, I was sitting on my balcony the other day, and I was thinking about Edward Norton, and I'm like, I love you, Edward Norton, or whatever the fuck. And right then, I looked up in this tree, and the way the leaves were on the tree were shaped exactly like a heart.
Wow.
And I'm out here all the time, and I never fucking saw them, ever. And right after I said that, I looked up, and they were shaped like a heart. And the way the sun was shining, because those trees don't even really have leaves on them anymore. It's like a couple of leaves left over, still holding on. And the way the sun was setting, only those two, the leaves that made a heart shape, looked red compared to the rest of the tree. Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm supposed to be with Edward Norton.
Yeah.
No, I just thought it was so weird. I'm like, okay, so this is what's happening. This is a simulation.
Edward Norton, if you're listening, my mom is interested.
No, listen. We're in a simulation right now, and me and Edward Norton in the true reality are like married, and we're sitting together like in these chairs with like these things on our head, and this, you know, and this is just like virtual reality here. And that was like his sign to me, like through the virtual reality, like, yes, I'm here with you and I love you. That's what it was.
Yeah, and in that reality, you guys are like these disgusting monsters that are like fucking disgusting and gross and
no.
And like in this reality, you're just like different beings which happen to be humans.
Don't say that. Because then he won't be hot. You know?
Well, no, in that reality, you do think he's hot.
Here I think he's hot, so why would I think? You know, we have to look the same in the other reality.
I just found a hole in your fucking shit, cunt.
Yeah, you need to shut up. You know that.
No, I think shut up. Our souls or whatever in the true reality. No, this is also true reality. It's part of like the big thing. It's just one section of it, but like maybe the reality where our souls are is like. It's not a physical one. Like, there is no physical, so it doesn't matter.
Right. So
we could be anything.
Like, to feel the physical part.
Yeah, we could be I could be a dog. It doesn't matter because my soul is just a soul. Like.
Right. That's what it is. So, in the other reality, we're just like light sources.
Yeah, we're
like
just little.
Cocoon, like the movie Cocoon, and then so we do the virtual reality, like to be here to experience like physical, like. Sensation and stuff like that. That's what it is.
Like what reality is just this big giant like pool of light, and souls are just like little like droplets of like from that pool, you know, and like we're just like go into reality to like experience different aspects of it and different like perspectives and shit, and like collectively come together and create this image of the universe or something.
So I guess if that were the case, if we're just light sources and we don't have bodies, then we can't like make virtual reality machines. So what it is this is an actual planet with actual bodies and stuff, and then our soul just enters the bodies and like experiences this reality through that. Like our bodies are actually the suits that you go into that have like the brains that can perceive like touch and sound and taste and all that.
Yeah, and this is what it sounds like. It's like. When your soul enters the body.
Right.
It's like, oh, fuck. It's like, oh, my God.
And that's why, like, when you're a baby, you're all like, you don't know how to move, right? You're just like, I'm like drooling and shit. Like,
ew.
You don't know how to work the body yet.
At least humans. Other animals are, like, good to go. As soon as they pop out, they're like, all right, like, let's survive, you know?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, it's because we're just so complex. Like, I guess I heard one smart person on the internet talk about like it's because we're just like so fucking complex that like it just takes a really long time.
Who said that?
No, it was literally someone on the internet who said that. I
Because that's
remember.
what I said too. Damn it.
Well, I think it's also like objectively like that's what people say anyway. But that is like
Right?
why
I mean,
like
it's
it's
just
because we're
common sense.
so that's yeah it's because we're so fucking amazing that it just takes so long. Oh my god! And my brain still isn't done developing. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god!
I know, you're still retarded. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can't say that word anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like I was already gonna
Leave
like
that out.
yeah.
You definitely have to edit that out.
Okay, just move on.
Okay? So, when I went through all my stuff, yesterday I was going through my bags of stuff to, like, organize it to put into this dresser. And I found this lighter that I don't remember ever buying, and it's one of those torch lighters, and it still works, and I don't know how this
Well, you
happened.
should fucking give it to me. Come on over, hand it over. Come on over. Come on. Come on.
Alright, I'll drive 5 hours and bring it to you.
Come on. Come on. Yup. In America, that's normal, guys. Like the UK listeners, driving 5 hours, like that's just normal. Like that's me every day going to work and back. 5 hours.
Right?
Did you know to like British people, 45 minutes is is really far away to them.
Yeah, because, like, the island's so small.
Yeah, so they're just like so used to this small map that they're like oh my god, look, I can't go that far, like it's so far, like do you know what I mean? Like
I know, I think we have to drive, like, an hour just to get to work.
Yeah,
or
like
more.
some people will drive like an hour and a half to get to work and an hour and a half back. Oh, that would suck. But like that's like not that bad, or like it's not like abnormal. But like to them that's crazy.
Yeah. It's like when we lived in Sterling, everything was right there. Everything was a 5-minute drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then you move outside of that, and it's like, I gotta drive 10 minutes to get there. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, this is bullshit. And like that's just how it is. Why are you laughing, bitch? Oh. There have been There have been changes in your distance and step. There have been changes in your distance and steps trends.
They're like, you're just sitting around like a fat ass today.
Like, it's because like I was wearing my Apple Watch for a while and then I stopped, or a little bit, and then I stopped, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Like, it appears that you're dead.
Then they're like, "Excuse me, ma'am, are you okay?" You know. And I'm like, "I'm not a ma'am," and they're like, "Oh, you felt like one."
You have not moved in a week.
The police come to your door and they're like, "Yeah, your Apple Watch said you haven't moved for a week." You're like, "What the fuck?" Because it'll, like, when you get in a car accident, it'll, like, detect the jolt and call the police.
Oh, wow.
And be like, "Oh my god, he's dead." And then, like, and, like, in actuality, they're, like, on a roller coaster or something.
What if you just fall down the stairs?
Well, you could either fall down the stairs and you're like acting like it's casual. It's like, well, you could either die or not if you fall down the stairs. But you're acting like, what if you just fall down the stairs?
Right. What if you just fell off a cliff? I mean, that doesn't mean you were in an accident.
Yeah. What if you only got killed? Like, who cares? Like, it's not that, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
What if you're already dead? Like, who cares? What, you know? What if you're already dead? Like, there's no saving you. Like,
we're like extra goofy today.
Yeah, she's on cocaine. Ew. I hate the winter because the sun is always low.
Yeah.
I want it to be high. Oh.
And it's always in your eyes.
I know, right?
Oh, you shouldn't do loud, sudden noises like that. You're gonna kill people with your headphones.
Oh.
You gotta put in, like, noise warnings and shit. Warning, demon sound.
That's not a show. Wow. So now she's disrespecting my singing voice. Now she's coming for my singing voice. Now she's coming for me. Guys, go after her. Okay, I need to stop.
It was snowing last night. It looked pretty.
Yeah, it was snowing here. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you?
I know some people get so mad at the snow, and I, like, love the snow.
Because I wanted to ride my bike.
Oh. It didn't even stick here. Like, it's gone already. I don't know how it's been so cold. Like, how the fuck did it not stick?
I know, right?
I guess it didn't stay warm enough. Or cold enough. What's the temperature?
Guys, I'm so sorry. She's so fucking embarrassing. Like,
oh shit, it's 45 degrees out. That's why. It's like summer.
Wow, 45 degrees is summer to you, you white fucking bitch. Like, no, girl, if it's 60 degrees, it's, like, chilly to me. Like, girl, it needs to be, like, 70. What does 60 degrees feel like?
It's almost perfect.
What's 50 degrees?
A little chilly.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the perfect temperature is, if you're outside, is 72 degrees. That's perfect.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
But I like it when it's, like, chilly enough to where you can still wear a hoodie, you know? Because I don't like being out in t-shirts and shit.
I like it because, like, I can, like, I feel like I can, like, feel my body more. Yes.
Like, I have to be stylish. And you can't be stylish in the summer, really.
Stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, Billie Eilish.
Cool sweaters and boots and shit like that. That's stylish.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, Billie Eilish. Stop!
You're too goofy for me today.
What?
You're too goofy for me today.
Oh, are you really being a cunt? Wow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all, that she's so fucking embarrassing. Like,
I'm tempted to drink.
wow. This is literally like a kid's podcast. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, shut up. I feel like I got perfume on my hair and it smells so good. That's so fucking...
Tomorrow's my first day of... I don't know if I'm actually working. I'm
3:33.
going paperwork. Oh, mine still says 3:32. It's the stove. But my phone... Oh, yeah, my phone says 3:33.
Yeah, your phone should be on mine, exactly, because they're satellite. Satellite! What were you saying?
Oh, that I start my job tomorrow.
Are you nervous?
No. Like, I know I'm going in to fill out paperwork at 12:30, but I don't know if they're going to actually work me. What it is it's like 5 to 8:30, Monday through Friday, so it's barely any hours, but it's cool, like, to ease back into, like, the work life like that, because it's just, first, it's perfect. It's, like, late in the day, so I don't have to wake up early. I can still do my whole daily routine and everything else, and just going to work for 3.5 hours. And what it is you have 3 different places that you have to go clean, and it's, like, office stuff. Like, office places, so...
So wait, it's only 3.5 hours, girl?
Yeah.
Wow. That's horrible.
3.5 hours a day, like 5 days a week. And then she said later, you know, if I'm doing good and stuff, they'll give me like a 7-hour shifts on Saturdays. But yeah, it's perfect for lazy people like me. But
yeah, she is quite fucking lazy. It's kind of disgusting and pathetic, but...
Well, I'm not lazy.
No, I'm kidding.
But, like, yeah, this is the only fucking job that called me back. So it's like, well, I guess I'll take it because no one else is calling me.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to get, like $300 a week. Like, but, I mean, it's something. It's better than nothing. But, like, the chick, she was asking me the weirdest questions in the interview. She was like, so what other jobs have you been applying to? And I thought that was a weird question. And then she asked, what does your husband do for a living? And I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me that? Like, what does that have to do with me, you know?
Yeah.
And then she was like, do you have a lot of family here? And I'm like,
wait a
what
second.
The hell? Like, is this a sex trafficking ring or something? Like,
yeah. What?
Like, they want to know, like, and then it was weird because this weird guy came in and, like, he was, like, looking at me and, you know, all this stuff. And then, like, when he left, he was asking her something. And then when he left, she's like, he's so weird. He's some Aflac guy who keeps trying to, like, get everyone to sign up for Aflac here. And I told him no one's interested, but he keeps showing up and just waiting outside. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what kind of place is this? And then she was, like, telling me, like, she's like, yeah, you know, I'll give you time to think about it if you really want the job, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I obviously want the job because I came to the interview, so I don't need time to think about it. Then she's like, well, you know what? I really like you a lot, so yeah, I'll just have you come in Monday and fill out paperwork. And I'm like, it just was weird. The whole thing was fucking weird. I'm like, why are you asking me if I have family here? Like, what does that have to do with my job?
That is weird, Mom. Like, you shouldn't do that.
And then she said, like, oh, most people don't stay here long. Like, they'll be here for, like, a week or even a day or even not even a whole day, and they'll just, like not come back. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is she, like, talking to me in code? Like, you might not come back. Like,
Mom, are you gonna go? I don't. You shouldn't do that then.
I mean, it's an actual establishment. It's a building with a name on it. Like, in the middle of all these other buildings, you know.
Well,
but I don't know.
What should you have? You should have like a emergency something ready. What's the name of the building? What's the address?
Well, I can't say that on the podcast.
Oh yeah, don't say it on the podcast, but like text it to me.
Right.
And like
right now, I should do it before I forget.
The like name of the name, the address, like the name of the people hiring you, the name of the agency hiring you, like everything.
Yeah. Oh. So here's the address.
Address, company you're working for, agency that's hiring you.
And they're called. Wait, let me think. What are they called?
Don't say it.
What the fuck was it called? Oh my god.
Don't say it though.
I know.
Actually, do say it.
No.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to back.
Oh, I can look on my Indeed. I think I know what it is. Oh, I got a notification. Oh, I'm invited to apply for management trainee. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm gonna look just in case. Okay, yep, that's what I thought it was. Right. Okay, so that's the name of the company, and we're at, like, this.
Shut up. Okay.
So if I disappear tomorrow...
You should also have, like, something set up on your phone where you, like, click the buttons and it calls the police.
Man, that shit's a pain in the ass. Remember that shit? Remember that picture we have of Chris when he accidentally hit the button?
Oh my god, that was crazy. That was so funny.
That was so funny.
That was so perfect because it was like, it captured the moment so perfectly, you know?
Right.
He was sitting there like, oh shit, on his face. I still remember how he looked in the photo.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we should explain. Like, I had a thing on my phone where if you kept pressing the power button multiple times, like, it would automatically take a picture and then call 911 and then contact all your contacts to say that you're missing or that you're having some kind of an emergency. And my other son accidentally, like, activated it, and he was like, he had this look on his face, like, oh shit, like the phone captured his face right at that
moment. Like he saw everything, like he saw it take a picture of him and like do the SOS and everything, and you could see the look on his face. But it was back when it was like 7 or 8 or like 9 even, like years ago. So like when we were like 9 or 10 or some shit.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find that picture and we can post it on the podcast. Like, during this part.
No, probably like 8 years ago. Maybe. I don't know.
I know we're here. It was like in 20...
It was for sure like in that apartment.
Yeah, it was like 2015 or something like that. Well, we moved in here in 2015, I think.
Yeah, like, girl, we lived in there, and like we were living there while Vine was alive, and I remember living there while Vine died. And be like, oh my god, like, Vine died. And shit, like. And all the Vines, girl. Y'all don't even know about Vine. Like, y'all don't even remember.
And I don't know why they would get rid of something like that.
Well, because they had to, because they're financially, like, I don't remember all the shit behind it, but, like, they didn't have enough to pay their creators and shit, or like and it just ended up collapsing because they were stupid. And Twitter,
it just on YouTube?
No, Twitter owned Vine, and Vine was its own app.
Really?
Yeah, and you could. I think you could also like go to Vine and to and from Vine and Twitter through like the Vine and Twitter app. So like you could like be on Twitter and like go to Vine through Twitter. I think like there's like a button to go there or something. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that because I only saw Vines on YouTube, so I thought it was just like people posting them on YouTube, and I'm like, well, how did that die? Like, why don't they just...
You didn't know what Vine was?
No.
No, Vine was like an app that was ran by Twitter, and then like it collapsed because like financially, like, and shit and everything. Yeah. So.
Well, fucking Elon Musk needs to get it going again, man.
Well, TikTok is like the new Vine. Like, Vine wouldn't go anywhere anymore because like it's outdated. It wouldn't catch on because it's outdated now.
Just not... Man, Vine was so funny. Like, how come people aren't that funny anymore?
Well, like, TikTok, there's, like... You can find, like, TikTok, like, Vine-esque TikTok compilations. And it's, like, in the thing, it'll be like, oh, like, Vine energy, you know, TikToks.
Oh.
So it's, like, you can find videos like that on there. It's just there's so many types of videos on there that it's, like drowned out,
That's
you know?
That's basically what memes are now.
Yeah, and you find those like on TikTok and YouTube and shit. So it's like there's no need for a new one. Everyone says like TikTok is the new Vine, and I said that too. I'm like, oh my god, this is the new Vine. I remember when it was Musical.ly and then they changed to TikTok. I'm like, bitch, back in like 2018. I think it was 2018.
It just didn't, like, no one seems as funny as they were then, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I look back at those videos and I'm like, these aren't nearly as funny as I thought they used to be, because like I was less developed and like, yeah. So I'm like, girl, these aren't as funny as they used to be. And the new shit's funnier, okay? But they're still like nostalgic and like shit. So, like, yeah. And that's on period. Shut up.
Do you believe it's almost 4 p.m. and Justin's still sleeping?
Well, some people just are depressed, so.
Yeah. Yeah, because we went to bed. Oh, I went to bed early anyway.
Yeah.
Stayed up in the room all night.
Girl, I could not. Girl, I just kept falling asleep all weekend. Just falling asleep. Just falling asleep. Just sleeping. Like, girl, get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you ugly. You're ugly. I told myself, I'm like, I'm just gonna have a chill weekend and like stop doing stuff because I've been doing shit constantly. And it's like I need to like stop. What I've been doing is just showering and exercising every day, but like not like all the shit I usually do.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. I wish I could like sleep all the time. Like if I want to for a day, just like sleep all day. I wish I could do that, but my body won't let me. It's like I'll just start getting like crampy or getting restless, or my back will start to hurt if I'm laying down too long. Or it's like, man, give me a break with this shit.
For me, it's like I'm not trying to. I'll just like lay down and be like, oh, I'll just like rest my back for a second, and then just fall asleep, and then I wake up an hour later. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and yeah, and that and that kept happening. So, but I still got the shit done though. The basics. The basics.
I got the yawns now. What the fuck?
I know, like the yawn attack where you just can't stop fucking yawning. It's like, oh my god, please leave me alone, and like your throat gets sore, and you're like, oh my god, I feel like I've had like the biggest egg shoved down my throat like for like an hour straight, you know, just in and out, and you're like, oh my god, stop, please.
Well, I've been drinking coffee since I woke up, and I'm fucking tired. Like coffee.
Well, stop.
It makes me tired sometimes.
Yeah, that's when your body's glitching, and you need to like stop. Like, oh my god, like, I drink coffee and I'm tired. Oh, I need to stop, you know.
No. I can't.
Alright, well, let's wrap this bitch up because it's past the hour mark.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has, on the recording.
It says we've only been on the phone for 2 hours and... Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, wait, let me get this ready. Alright, well, yeah, that's the end of this cunt, and yes, bye.
Bye.